Hello, my name is Shaan. Um, Bullying is a quite a sensitive topic, especially for myself, as I have encountered it quite a few times. Once in primary school and once in secondary school. Um, can you all define bullying? Can you really understand what it's like to be bullied? You can't, because you can't picture yourself being bullied and unless you actually have gone through it. I'm here to tell you two stories. Two stories which have changed who I am as a human being and have changed my lifestyle. So, my first story is way back in primary school. So, about 10 years. I had a little problem with my hair. It was called alopecia. So, I had a really big section of my hair completely gone. And I had a lot of people tease me about that. So they'd say, "Oh, you have no hair on your head. What is that on your head? What is going on with you?" It hurt. It hurt a lot. Hit me right here. But no, it came to a point where one day I walked in and the first thing everyone said was, "Hey, Boldy's here." I wasn't bold. I had hair, but it's a constant reminder that every single day I have to wake up and face all these little threats and all these little comments about my hair. And inside, I I wanted it to end. I didn't I didn't want to go into school no more. I didn't want to I didn't want to wake up in the morning. I didn't want to get out of my bed, get out of my house even. I just wanted to stay indoors and talk to no one and do nothing about it. But with the help of my mum, I spoke to her. And she helped me get out of my bed. She helped me get out of my room and my house. And I was able to go to school the very next day with a smile on my face saying, "Okay, I'm bold." And what? What people don't understand is if you're going through a problem, you cannot bottle it up. You have to talk to people about it. If you bottle it up, it will burst out at the wrong time and something bad can happen to you personally. Primary school wasn't my best moment because of what I went through. But then again, neither was secondary. Um, Secondary school was slightly better, but the bullying, the insults, they never stopped. Um, I wasn't always this handsome, by the way. I was very plump. Um, so again, a lot of insults came in saying, "You're overweight, your blazer looks so small on you, and don't even come back to the school, you're ugly, you're this, you're that." I couldn't take it no more. So again, I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to get out of my room or my house. Bearing in mind my school was literally across the road. So could never be late anyways. But instead of talking to my mom or talking to my mates or talking to my friends, I kept it inside with me for so long that when someone actually provoked me, I lashed out. And not only did I fight, they fought back as well. So not only was I in trouble, so was the other person. Now, I do not condone fighting back at all, but in scenarios where if it's the last resort, then yes, you should defend yourself, but don't fight back. There is a difference between fighting and defending yourself. Bullying in secondary school was nothing like primary school. Primary school was like a little It was very light. But in secondary school, that's when it got really heavy, got really deep, especially here. I was in year 11. I was in my final year before taking my GCSE. So it was the most important time for me to just get my head down in the books, for me to concentrate. And there was a time where I was concentrating in the books. I was really hard. I really wanted to pass. But something happened to me. Um, Again, I was bullied, but it was to an extreme where I was then attacked, and I myself had to go into hospital for it. The story was I was just walking to school, no problems at all. A few of my mates, and I hear a few boys calling me names. So I didn't want to confront them, so I ran away. What I didn't know is, as I was running away, they was running after me. So when I stopped to catch my breath, they found me. And instead of calling me silly names or calling me overweight or just saying bad things, they just attacked me. And I couldn't do nothing about that. Not because I didn't have any help or anything, because I didn't speak up to anyone about the situation. I didn't tell anyone, oh, there are people calling me names or there are people trying to attack me. I didn't tell anyone. And as a result, again, I was attacked. And not gonna lie, that did knock a lot of my confidence. Completely gone. I couldn't speak to my friends properly. I couldn't do nothing about that. I would just sit at home, practically do nothing. I would just go to school, try to get along with work. I couldn't do the work. And as a result of that, my GCSE grades wasn't the best. But how I overcame everything was, it was hard. I'm not going to lie, it was pretty hard. I spoke to my mum. She said, we have to take you into a self-defense class because we need to build your self-confidence. So I said, okay, that's fine. But I'm not taking martial arts or anything because I can't kick. I can kick about that high. That's just about it. So I said, I want to do boxing. I was a huge fan of the sport, and I just thought if I take a boxing lesson or two, it could build my self-confidence. So me and my mum, we were just looking for a boxing class, and we found one. And since then, I have not stopped training for boxing. I have not stopped going. I've been going and going and going, and the more and more I've gone, the more and more my confidence grew, and I became better. I felt better about myself. It's been 2 years since I've been bullied, but during those 2 years, I've seen how far I've come. I used to be a boy who was really, really scared of what people used to say, and now I'm able to walk around, and whatever people say, it doesn't hurt me, it doesn't offend me. I can take it, I can shake it off, and I can move on. And that's really what I want to tell everyone today. It doesn't matter if you have a learning disability. It doesn't matter if you have a mental health issue. It is perfectly fine. But if you are being bullied, please do not keep it inside. You must be able to talk to either your friends, your parents, even your teachers. If you are able to talk to someone and release your tension or your stress or your anger, then you will feel a whole lot better and you wouldn't have to lash out or feel insecure. So Yeah. So it's been 2 years. It's been 2 years since I've been bullied, and I can happily say that, I can happily say I've never been bullied ever since. But there has been a few cases where I have had to deal with my mates being bullied or my family members being bullied. And now I know what it was like being bullied. I could help them overcome it as well. So the main issue is not being able to talk. And reaching out to people and talking to people is the one and most important thing about everything here. Thank you.